Have you ever wondered how a simple tablet you swallow can lower blood pressure, relieve pain, fight infections, or even save a life? To understand this, we need to break down how drugs actually work inside the human body. Think of the body as a highly organized city. The brain is the control center, blood vessels are highways carrying signals and nutrients, and organs are different districts with specific jobs. At the cellular level, communication happens through chemical signals, and on cell surfaces are special structures called receptors. You can think of receptors as locks on the surface of cells. They are very specific, and only the correct chemical structure can bind. Drugs act like keys that either activate, block, or modify these locks. When a drug enters the body, it is absorbed into the bloodstream and distributed to different tissues. Only when it reaches its target site does it produce an effect. This interaction between drug and body is known as pharmacodynamics. Now let's break down the main ways drugs work. Some drugs are called agonists. Agonists bind to receptors and activate them, mimicking natural body chemicals. They are like perfect keys that fit and turn the lock to open a door. This triggers a response inside the cell. For example, salbutamol is a beta-2 agonist. It acts on airway smooth muscle receptors, causing relaxation and bronchodilation, making breathing easier in asthma. In contrast, antagonists bind to receptors but do not activate them. They block natural chemicals from binding. Think of them as broken keys that fit but cannot turn the lock. For example, propranolol blocks beta receptors in the heart, reducing the effects of adrenaline, which lowers heart rate and blood pressure. Another mechanism is enzyme inhibition. Enzymes are like factory machines that produce important chemicals in the body. When a drug blocks an enzyme, it slows or stops a reaction. For example, ACE inhibitors block formation of angiotensin II, leading to vasodilation and reduced blood pressure. Some drugs act on ion channels, which are gates controlling movement of ions like sodium and calcium. These are essential for nerve and muscle activity. When blocked, electrical signals are reduced. For example, lidocaine blocks sodium channels and stops pain signal transmission. Another mechanism is receptor regulation. With repeated stimulation, the body may reduce receptor numbers, called downregulation. This contributes to drug tolerance where higher doses are needed for the same effect. We also have replacement therapy, where drugs simply replace missing substances. For example, insulin is given in diabetes to restore glucose control when the body cannot produce enough insulin. Once drugs bind to their targets, they trigger internal cellular changes such as second messenger activity, enzyme changes, or gene expression. These lead to the final therapeutic effects like pain relief, lower blood pressure, or reduced inflammation. Drugs are not random chemicals. They are highly specific molecules designed to act on precise targets in the body. Even small structural changes can significantly affect their action. In summary, drugs work mainly by activating receptors, blocking receptors, inhibiting enzymes, blocking ion channels, or replacing missing substances. These actions ultimately control how cells function and how the body responds to disease. Understanding these principles is the foundation of pharmacology for all medical and pharmacy students. If you found this helpful, like the video, subscribe, and share it with fellow students so they can also learn in a simple way.